If you took,
the weather outside is frightful.
if you took,
I know you find me delightful.
if you found a dead seal,
Griffonis.
say
That was no. You don't. You can't.
Say-
you gotta say something to me.
it
You
was a
can't end-
Christmas punch.
That's fucked up. It
was a Christmas
you
punch.
can't Charlie horse me in front of a friend.
Have you been having? Have you
How
been?
about saying something?
have
Why
you
don't
been-
you verbally?
Now you can
assault me
answer this
back?
question. Now you can
Fuck.
answer this question.
Hey, Cuntaloupe.
Hey,
shut
now-
it up.
now you can
I'm
answer
in a
this-
jolly mood for the holidays.
Now you can answer this question.
What?
Have you had the Christmas punch? You have. So
I did taste it.
if you were
I found it unappealing.
you pull up on your boat to a pier, and there's a dead seal. It's gone. It had its time. It lived old age. It's
Quick,
fat. It's
just-
big.
Can I ask you a question?
It just
Why am I-
expired.
Why am I on a boat?
Nobody fucking knows because you were out there doing horrible things to people on a boat.
On a boat.
You take people out and you do
Sweater
unexplainable.
cruise, on a sweater cruise.
You're on one of your sweater cruises where you take people out and you show them different sweaters in the middle of the ocean. It's great. People love it. All 5 people enjoy the fuck out of it. So you come back from your sweater cruise and there's a dead seal and you don't know what to do. So you get a bunch of Parawax
Right.
and you encase it in wax. That's how nobody knows why you do what you do. And then you put it in your basement. And 6 months later, you think, that's probably not the best thing to do. Like, that wasn't a great idea.
Right?
So you go down there to get it, and you pick it up, fucking breaks. And then it's essentially old dead seal stew.
Yeah.
Just comes out and goes everywhere.
what's in it?
The
Yeah.
smell, it's
Yeah.
broken down. There's just bones and liquid. And it's just a fucking nightmare. That smell
Yeah.
and that liquid is walking the room.
Ah, Greggy style Christmas.
You're listening to Walking the Room. Welcome back to Walking the Room.
Welcome back to Walking the Room.
That was one of our
What if
the
I
best.
did a whole episode where I just sang?
What if you did? What if we did a
or scattered?
whole
What if I-
episode where you didn't interrupt?
I don't think that's possible.
What about that? What if we did a whole episode where you did not interrupt? Do you know
Here's
how
what's
fucking
so
happy
weird.
people would
I
be?
can't hear you, so I don't know that I'm interrupting you.
Do you remember when we had a radio show and they would say
Nope.
there's too much over talking? Do you know who that was? You. I'd have to sit there and listen to fucking Getting Above That. It's always you. Because you never shut the fuck up and you're
don't.
never listening. You don't know how to listen.
I don't-
You listen like a 3-year-old.
What? What?
I don't know. I'm just putting you on the candidate for rape list.
Wait.
We
Does that
have-
mean that, I mean, I would be on a list to be raped or
Yes.
to do some raping?
No. To be raped.
By.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know at this point.
We
At
don't
this
know.
point, it's undetermined.
Yeah, it's probably a guy out of prison who's still looking for that sweetness.
If
That
this-
you have that soft, selly feel to you.
If this broadcast feels more handsome to you, it's not because I'm using an eye cream, but we have a guest.
What the fuck is?
Yeah.
But you are using an eye cream.
I know, but it's not because of that. I've already reached maximum
What
density
happens with
for
your eye?
handsome.
What happens with your eye cream?
What do you mean? How does it go on?
Yeah. What goes on with you at night? So you're going to bed. What's
Right.
your going to bed ritual?
I fucking brush. I
brush your
whiten up the
teeth?
pearls.
Yeah.
Right. I bring this shit.
Yeah.
I bring the grill up another notch.
Sure.
Right. And then I
But that
wash
you mean
my
you get
face
rid of the
with a-
sour
with a-
taste and the
with
and the
with a hot.
smell? Hot
I use a hot
cloth, like a really hot, like a
Yeah,
steaming.
Get it hot. I
Like you're
suck
going
out-
to a sushi restaurant, but you're taking it up a notch. You're getting ready for some fish.
Yeah. I just bring it with some heat.
Yeah.
And then I dry it off.
So that's
and
to
then
open the pores.
just to get the fucking day's grime off me.
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Then I fucking hit it with a fucking pad, dude.
Fuck, a
You know what
pad?
I'm talking about with
No.
some astringent in it. I go ahead and just take some of that extra dirt out.
Yeah.
From the day, I'll go inside of my ears with that shit, and I'll pull out some red and brownish color,
I hate you.
and then
Just fucking hate you.
then I take an eye cream and I just pat it right underneath the
Yeah.
old globes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then I do a little bit on the forehead, and boom.
Is there
It's like
a
and when I wake
small
up,
is
and
there a
when it-
small pistol in there? To just put gently against the top of your mouth? Is there any kind of
I
pistol in
love
there?
to like just cream
Because
it
at
up.
some point you're gonna want a pistol.
Sometimes I'll take a tea tree oil, slap it into my hands, and just pat it. Just pat it along the handsome. Just run it upside the handsome. And then I wake up and I'm in.
Does your wife ever come in and hit you with a bag of cocks to get some kind of manliness in
She's
there?
usually fucking me in the ass during it. She
And your
lifts-
wife's behind you
what
with a
she
strap
does-
on,
what
just
she
banging
does-
away.
yeah, what she does, she lifts my apron and she fucks me in the ass. And then, ding, the cookies are ready. Will Anderson is our guest.
Hello. He's
How did
Australian.
he sat here the whole time like this was Pardo show,
don't
not
know.
allowed to talk. You can interrupt at any
He's just
time.
amazed to see the energy.
I like to watch it up close.
I know.
I always feel like I'm an observer. You know, in this room, I don't feel like I'm part of the show. I feel like I'm the fat guy in the boy band.
I know, but now you have such love. Like there are people now already mad that we've talked over you.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
I'm not. But
Can I
yeah,
tell
There's
you-
a continent that's upset about it. Oddly, it's not Australia.
I'm going to tell you about a boat.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a boat
Oh, I
story
love boat stories.
about Australia. Why you'd be on a boat. You might be on a boat because you're hanging out with Kevin Spacey. You know Kevin Spacey? Kaiser Soze?
Does he?
Yes, I know Kaiser
I
Soze.
think he goes by other names.
Bobby
but yeah,
Darin.
yeah,
He
yeah.
sometimes he actually did a tour as Bobby
Yeah.
Darin
Yeah.
because he's fucking nuts.
Yeah, well, Kevin Spacey was recently in Australia doing Richard III, doing a production of Richard III.
There's no way this doesn't end up on a boat.
Fucking awesome.
So here's the thing about Kevin Spacey when he came to Australia to do his production of Richard III.
Yeah.
He didn't stay in Australia. He stayed on the water in a boat.
Oh fuck me.
What the fuck does that mean?
He decided he wouldn't stay in any of our lovely hotels in Sydney.
Why?
Why?
He was no. He just wanted to stay on a boat. I assume, having watched The Simpsons, mostly because of monkey knife fights. But I don't know why he was on a boat.
Sure.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
No,
No,
get it?
that's a fuck off to your country.
Yeah. He's like,
Are
I'm not going to
people-
stay on land. I'm going to stay on your water.
Well, maybe he is.
Maybe his
of
Richard.
art- maybe he
maybe
thinks
his
there's
did they,
not.
was it Richard III as a pirate? Like maybe he was like. I saw Richard III with Ian McKellen, and they did him as Hitler, and he comes out at the beginning.
I'm
with
sorry,
the gimp.
what?
They did it as though it was done in Nazi Germany. It was fucking outstanding, and he came out at the beginning with a gimp. And I don't know how he figured out how to do this, but he has a long glove, and so he can only use one hand. He snaps the glove, throws it up, and stuck his hand in the. He would put a glove on with one fucking hand. Outstanding. Now, maybe not as a story on a podcast.
It's a horrible story.
I realized, having seen this myself and telling the story, only I can see it, and especially to
It's-
someone as unlearned as you,
it's
that
slightly
you wouldn't get
interesting.
it. Like you wouldn't even get it. And as it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, "Why am I trying to make you cooler?"
No, because
like, why am I
you-
trying to?
it's
Why
not-
am I
you-
can't bring
first
you
of
into
all,
a
you're-
world you were never invited to.
You're wrong.
I went
in-
to plays
in-
with my
in
parents
calling it.
as a child.
I did too.
I'm a
you,
cultured
you
motherfucker.
are wrong in calling it a story. It's a thing that you saw. A story has an arc. His shit fucking happens. You just told.
Do you not
an
know
incident
who
that
I
you
am?
witnessed. You're a dumb asshole. Okay. I had the worst audition. This is when I tell this story, I still feel. You know how you tell you something happens and years
Yeah.
later you think about it and you just feel embarrassed.
It just gives you the
It-
fucking
it
idiot
just
shivers.
gives like the idiot shivers to the fucking core.
Let me ask you this: was it a punt? Was it a total fail? Was it a? Was
Okay,
it a,
it's
was it-
not
was it a
even-
fo- did you want to forfeit?
It can't even be described as that because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Are you auditioning? No, we've discussed this. You don't act. That is not your. You do not want to act, so you do not go on these kinds of auditions.
No, I don't. Because people hate me and I have no talent.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, literally.
I haven't looked at the blogs lately, so I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
it's all over.
Nobody
the
has ever suggested to me that I could stay on a boat while doing Richard III anywhere. I am not that
Except oddly enough, Kevin Spacey. He
Yeah.
would like you to come by. He would have loved it. He would have loved it if you drove by his boat. Allegedly, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying he's got hair plugs
good. I got to be
and
honest.
he likes a massage.
His boat was full of boys, and that's not. I'm not
No, it's
saying
a
that-
boy boat.
It was a boy boat. There was photos, and there was a lot of young,
he
lovely
enjoys-
men
There was, wasn't
who
there?
enjoyed being on the boat.
He enjoys a young
That's all right.
gentleman boat situation. I
Right?
mean, who doesn't?
They may come with the boat. I haven't spent a lot of time on boats.
When I read a boat, I
Yeah.
always say, hey, I want a
You want a
like
boy
a
boat.
38 footer, and I just want it loaded with boys. I just want it. I want a stern to bow, full boy situation.
Here's the thing. I want a solid boat, though. I don't want it to in sync.
No. God damn it.
Holy fuck, that was awesome. That was awesome. I don't want it to in sync. I don't want it to in sync, and yet that's a boy band on a boy boat.
That was great.
fuck?
No,
I'm
you know
already-
what?
I'm
I
already-
made you a
I'm
medal.
accepting a-
I made you a medal. It's in my trunk. Why don't you go grab that?
You know what I'm
Me
accepting
and Will are
right
gonna
now?
keep talking.
I'm accepting a potty for that award. That's a podcast award. I just got the best one-liner pun on a podcast made by us.
potties!
I put something on the potty.
Okay. So I get this audition, and it's kind of one I do not want to do, but I need money, so I do them. But it's for a kid show. Like the kind, and my first thought was it'd be great because Greg's daughters would fucking flip out when they saw it. It's like one of those very popular kid shows.
Like
Like
an
going.
iCarly, like a...
Yeah.
Are they
Lovey
looking? Are they
Harley.
looking to
Yeah.
put in an angry wiggle? Is that what it is?
They don't know. When I go in there, I can
think-
act, so
are
I
you
can
sure?
put up a screen.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, these people,
Because they don't have rapists on those.
Right, but I know how to act, so I can hide the fact that I
You are
am
the
a
best.
closet.
By the way,
I have
you are the
rapey
single
eyes.
best. You are the single best actor in a scene with people arguing around you. You did it twice this year.
And I did it once.
No, they argued around you in. There was a fight around you in the on The Office and also on the Old Men Show.
Oh,
In the
yeah,
Company
yeah,
of Old
yeah.
Men.
In,
What is that called?
in Company of Old Men?
What is that called?
Men of a Certain Age?
Men of a certain age.
Company
you,
of Old
you come
Men.
in and people argue around you. You.
I guess
actually
I am. That's
cause-
my thing.
Yeah, and you're great at it.
So I go into this audition, and it's we're not. It's not the top-notch group. It's a bunch of guys who do this kind of thing. So you're not seeing anyone. You're like, fuck, that guy's a great actor. You're like, oh, good luck. One guy's talking about how he's a juggler. It's that type. That's my level. I'm in there with a guy who's in a juggler union, and he's talking about it. Mm-hmm. Great.
In the
So-
JU.
Yeah. So I'm reading the sides,
They
and
got
I,
a strong
and I don't.
fucking union,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
got a strong union.
The fucking
Yeah,
juggler.
you need-
Phyllis Diller is the head of his union.
Tell you something, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but they got strong medical because you hit yourself in the head with a buzzsaw, shit is off.
You have to, right?
Right? That they got to have a strong
You,
union.
you could lose an eye with the kittens.
Plus, they had that
Juggler
whole
kittens.
thing with the Juggalo union, where they had.
Oh my god, they should have a union. I need a new hatchet.
Well, you're going to need a fucking miracle, bro. How do hatchets work, by the way?
I think you just swing it forward and hit something. Okay. So I don't read it until I go in there and I pick up the pages and I'm
You don't
reading
read the
them.
audit- you don't read
No, I mean it's that kind of thing.
So you don't know what the character is.
I knew that he was a cop,
Okay.
and I knew that he enjoyed doing improv.
He was the improv cop?
Yep. Okay, so the basic scene is
Throw us a crime.
some girl on the show wants the cop to harass one of the kids on the show. She goes up to him and says, "Hey, can you do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, I can do it. I'm really good at that kind of thing, faking stuff. I do improv on the weekend."
Oh, that's pretty funny.
And then he doesn't do any improv. Then he just goes over and you see him in the distance talking to the kid, and then whatever. So I go in.
They can't just give you this fucking part.
I go in.
How the fuck do you ask a
no,
person to
no,
audition
no,
for
no,
this?
no. Because you know why?
How many lines is it?
It's like 3 pages, so it's a lot of lines.
It literally is. That's the thing. Like that's literally like them coming and go, just take your dick out.
Well, they said that too.
Just take your dick out. How else can we
It's a
embarrass you?
Disney show.
Here's the thing. You can have this part. Show us your asshole. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Do you know how many actors would just if all you had to do was go in and show your asshole?
I'm raising my hand.
2% of actors wouldn't. Right? How many actors would not if they just said, "Hey, come in, show us your asshole, and we'll give you the part"? That you think 2% wouldn't do it?
Yeah, maybe.
That might even be
1%.
Yeah, everyone would be like, "Yeah, I can give you
1%, and
I
that
can
would be
give you.
people who had like disfigured assholes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be people who like.
Hey, listen, I don't show anybody my asshole. Can I show you my balls?
Like that would be people like when they took down their pants. It was like that scene from a Tarantino movie, and it just like gold and glowed, and you can never see it again.
I didn't say vagina. That's not my vagina, man. That's my asshole. I'm a dude.
I'm sorry. My asshole looks like a bunch of shopping bags. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, this shit is blown out. For no reason, man. I got colitis.
Christopher Reeve saw my asshole once. We had to blame a horse. That's all I'm saying.
You shit out of that? I don't really want to talk about it. So,
Did you ever hear the David Cross story about the girl? He went to the porn convention. I'm going to retell David's joke, but it's pertinent. He was at a porn convention, and there was a girl there who was in a movie called Fuck My Dirty Shithole 5. And she was signing.
now were they talking about that was anal, right?
Hang on, by the way, and Will, you were trying to figure out merch for yourself, so hang on, you might like this idea. So you're signing pictures of her asshole, and Dave goes,
Wait, what?
She was signing pictures
Actual
of her asshole.
Yeah, okay.
8x10s.
Yeah. I mean, I do that.
Right. But he goes, my favorite thing is the idea of her looking at the proof sheet through that little glass that you look through to blow them up, and her looking at one picture of her asshole and going, "Oh, this one just makes me look sad."
This is not a good angle.
So David Cross, hats off to you.
Oh, it's some good asshole humor.
By the way, go out this weekend and see the Chipmunk movie. That's a nice one for him, right?
So, yeah, he needs that because he's not doing well. So I go in and the lady goes, okay, so just one thing. When you get to the part where you say I do improv on the weekends, just throw some improv in there, the occupation or whatever the thing. And I was like, okay, and I didn't really understand what she was saying, right? Which is something you should do before you start an audition. Like you should go, I don't know what you mean. Can you clarify that? Instead of just going,
like it.
But in my head I went, I'll do something when I get there.
Yeah, I'll improvise.
I'll improvise. Because my first thought was, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that outside? Oh, because they want you to improvise. And I was like, oh, okay. But I don't improvise. I mean, I can fuck around in with dialogue in an audition, but I can't like just alone improvise. It's fucking bizarre.
Right.
So I'm going through it. I get to that part and I have no idea what to do. I feel ashamed right now. And I go,
So do the lines. So the girl comes up.
The girl comes up and she goes, I go, yeah, I can do that for you. I know how to do. I do improv on the weekends. I'm a pirate. What?
Dude,
I fucking said arg. It has nothing to do with anything. It's like, and they stared at me, and I stared back. And then I kept going, but I wanted to be like, I don't know what I just did. Oh my god! I don't know why. I don't know what just happened.
I have the fucking idiot shivers. You know what those are? When somebody does something so idiotic that you get the fucking shivers, like you can't watch it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm a pirate.
I'm a pirate. And they looked at me like I was crazy.
They are.
And I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I finish it and I go, okay, thanks. And I run out the door. And then I get outside and I go, oh, she wanted me to go and give me an occupation.
She didn't want to give you.
And then she was going to do it. She wanted me to say, like, give me an occupation, give me a city. And then I'll do a thing.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm a pirate.
Oh, fuck.
Ironically, the real reason she was freaked out was that the occupation she was going to suggest was a pirate. So you had gone there a little early for
How did he do that?
It's amazing.
Could you imagine from her end watching that? Like, what the fuck just happened? And not laughing and going, what the fuck? What are you doing? Are you crazy? I'm a pirate.
So easy to understand why your career is where it is. I don't.
Easily by far the worst thing I've ever done anywhere. And I told my manager, she goes, that might be the worst audition story I've ever heard. I just blew a lot of audition stories out of the fucking water. Like crazy bad. And I woke up. So the whole day I was just walking around going, like laughing like a fucking crazy person. Because I would think of it anywhere I was and start fucking laughing because it's so crazy because I feel so weird. And I woke up the next morning and I was just like laying in bed and my wife walked in and I just went, like it's just
you couldn't. Yeah.
It feels to me that somewhere right now there's somebody like writing a book about terrible audition stories and they've had to change the title. Now it's called I'm a pirate. The world's worst audition story.
It's fucking, oh my god, dude.
Is that insane?
Well, the hard part is like if she just said to you to improvise, even if she had, that's a fucking horrible choice. But the fact that like
it's not even improvising. I just yelled. It was like you. I just yelled something that didn't make sense.
Well, here's the thing. I would have gone. And then
if I had done that, I'd be a hero right now.
And then, right? I mean, but that you fucking just yelled, "I'm a pirate!" Like you gave her an occupation
because I committed. I committed to it, even though I had no thought of what I was going to do. I just got there and went, I guess I'll do this. What the fuck came out of my head?
Oh, dude.
It was like audition Tourette's. Like it was just fucking crazy.
No, you tap out. You tapped out, dude. You fucking tapped out of show business. You fucking punted.
I disagree. I just think you've got to own it. I feel like you should finish every audition with that.
I'm a pirate.
Like it's going to get cut through after a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll be the guy,
And
and,
it's
I'll
such
put it
a-
on the bottom of my headshot.
Here's what's frustrating about it, because I know you, and because I am, for some fucking reason, a fan of yours.
Ooh.
That's actually something you could have done really well. Like I'd like the name of a city and a genre.
Yeah,
You know, or something like.
I could have.
I mean, you've seen so much bad improv that you could have then gone on to do bad improv. Like,
Yeah.
you could have taken that fucking thing into a new character, the
Yeah.
improvising cop.
Don't you wish
Right?
that
And
you could
instead,
you
you
could have
fucking-
stayed? I wish I could have.
You
just
should have
turned
showed.
invisible.
You should have.
and stayed in the room and listened to what they said
You should have
afterwards.
turned
Like,
around.
What the fuck was
and
that?
showed them your scalded asshole. You should have said, "Here's my asshole that looks like a bunch of
Is
shopping
this good?
bags."
Do I get the part?
Oh my god!
I'll shave it, and I'll bleach it, and I'll get a couple of those bags taken off. Just give me the asshole. Oh fuck.
I've had auditions. I mean, I haven't had any. I had an audition. I don't recall how it went because it was the day. It was the same day that I went to my first meeting. So like the night before I drank myself into a coma, and this was the day I decided I was going to be done. But I still had to go to the audition, and I had the shakes, and an ant crawled out from underneath my sleeve
Sure.
because my shirt was dirty from sitting on the floor, and I watched it walk down my arm while I was shaking trying to do the fucking
Yeah.
audition. And then I went outside, and the woman said, "My God, if you were going to do that, why did you come in?" Literally, the assistant walking me back was like, "That may have been the worst audition." And like, you just shit on your career. You just shit on your career in front of Mark Hirschfeld, who's one of the
Really?
bigger casting directors on here, and he's been very nice to me since. But I didn't go back for an audition for him for 10 years.
Yeah, and you
But
should.
that why did you come in? And then you're
Look.
like, I don't, because you asked.
Maybe though. That's on film. Number one, my thing is on film.
Oh God, please,
Right?
Please YouTube, please YouTube.
I would love it if they put it up on YouTube.
You need it.
Please.
Right? I kind of want to call them and go, you have to keep that.
Do you have
and
any
send it."
moments where you feel like if I could just have that back, if people couldn't see it?
Everything I've done pretty much up until now has been flawless. So, like, I mean, there's different degrees.
I mean,
there's-
other than your earlier appearances
Yeah.
on this podcast.
There's been some times when I've maybe nailed it 8 out of 10, which I wouldn't want people to see now.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
rounding
it.
up.
Rounding up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. The worst thing I probably ever did, like, you know, show business wise, was, because as I said, I'm not a very good actor, but I did play Shakespeare in the Park. Yeah. Like I did like
as not a good actor. That's
yeah, like I did a show, like a proper like 3-month run of like a Shakespeare in the Park, and like they got me and another comedian called Greg Fleet, who I'm
right.
sure you would know, right?
Right.
And so there was 2 parts in the play that they were like they thought we'll get stand-up comedians to play them, and they'll be able to like bring the laughs to the you know the big Shakespeare in the Park event, and Fleety who hasn't been as committed as you to getting sober. Like he's had he's had more
moments, right?
He's had more goes at it.
Yeah.
Like he's certainly had a lot more cracks at it.
Yeah.
But often when he goes to meetings, he just stands up and yells, "I'm a pirate," and then, and then goes and has some heroin. So during this time, he was.
His sobriety's different than mine, I would say.
It's a lot different.
Has a different flavor
Yeah.
and shape to it.
He was bringing a little bit of train spotting to this production of Midsummer Night's Dream in the park, and so quite often during the scenes that we would have together, he would just like nod out or just lose track of what was going on.
my God.
And like we're in front of hundreds of
Yeah.
essentially old people and school children, because that's who goes to these things, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically we're in front of those. But the great thing that Fleety has, and this is his absolute genius, is he was the person who never looked like he got it wrong. Because he had that perfect thing of like getting lost in the middle of it and then just turning to the nearest person, normally me, and going, "What sayest thou?"
that is fucking awesome.
Fuck, that's amazing. I wish I could do that all the time.
What sayest thou?
I'm gonna fucking do that to you all the time. Well,
love
what
it.
sayest thou?
I'm a pirate.
Oh, figures. Idiot.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Walking the Room.
Hey, by the way,
I am
the
Dave
Starfish
Anthony.
Circus is tonight.
Can I do introductions?
Can I
I'm
just
Dave
go ahead
Anthony.
and-
You're
Oh.
Greg Barrett.
Oh fuck!
And
Please,
this
yeah,
is,
because they probably nodded out for a while from segment 1.
And this is Australian hotshot Will Anderson.
He's a hot shot. He's a
You had something to say? You were going to plug something?
Starfish Circus tonight. There might be a few tickets left. I don't know. It's conceivable that it's sold out by now.
So, would you
Patton Oswalt, Karen Kilgariff,
special guest?
surprise guest.
Should we say who it is?
I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say it's not. Maybe not going to be Amy Mann. I'm not going to say that.
It's not. It might not. It might
probably
not
not
be.
going to be Amy
It's
Mann.
probably not going to be.
I don't know
Amy
why I
Mann.
would bring that up.
Yep. So, would you say
The thing I love about that plug is the idea that some Amy Mann fan listens to this podcast on the day that it comes out, and they love you guys. They weren't going to come to the, but now they've heard Amy Mann's on because they get your podcast on the day for all their Amy Mann news. They're like, where's Amy Mann doing secret last minute gigs? I better listen to every podcast.
Listen to all the
in the
podcasts.
hope that
And I
this will
know
happen.
she's going to do something from her Christmas album. I know that is really absurd. We might as well just make the new Lilith Fair announcement in the middle of this whole fucking thing. Not to make Amy a Lilith Fair artist, but like really.
really?
But I mean really.
Really?
By the way, there will be probably 4 or 5 Starfish Circuses next year. All of them are going to be charity events, and all of them will take place at Largo, with the exception of on March 10th, Starfish Brooklyn. You got to go. You got to get tickets back.
But
It's
probably
an
the
all-night
only
trip.
time you'll see
Only
the
time
Starfish
in-
Circus outside of
Los Angeles. We'll do some
We'll be
live
doing,
podcasts.
yeah, we'll be doing live podcasts, but we won't be doing circuses.
And it's conceivable that we'll get some sort of a Starfish situation going in Melbourne. And if people ask me again what the dates are, I'm telling you, if I knew, I will fucking the second
Yeah.
we have the dates, we'll give them to you.
No, trust us. We'll tell you. Do you think, Will, that in America we're more prone to talk about ourselves and our feelings and stuff like that than people are in Australia? Or
Yes.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
in a general sense.
you guys
yes.
have more of the English thing going on. Were you more reserved? Is that true for stand-ups too?
Yes, I think that in general, like Americans just think that everybody's interested in them.
That could not be more right. And I think it's because they are.
I mean, this is what I've enjoyed about coming over here is like, you know, I've done this a few times in my life where I've got into something just at the end of it. You know, like, you know, a new music will come out or a new fashion, and like you get into it just as it's dying, just as that trend is.
yeah.
And that's how I feel about coming to America. I feel like there was a time here where you guys were like number one, and now it's like
Yeah,
this
we are the
time where
shiznit.
like you're probably not, but everyone's kind of going, we still are.
Yeah.
We still are.
We're out of our fucking minds. We're,
Yeah.
we're refusing to accept that it's over.
There is a faction that have like said, "Fuck, thank the pressure's off.
Yeah.
Let's be Canada.
Yeah.
Let's be even Australia. Like
Yeah.
nobody kind of fucks with Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have your strife and your
Yeah.
problems and that kind of shit. There's, you know, it's not a perfect place, but no one's fucking. Australia's not in anyone's business.
No.
They're not fucking around in other countries for the most part. They'll be an ally if you need some fucking. I mean, if you need some.
Oh, we'll
strength.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're happy to be
sure.
invited. Don't get us wrong. We're there.
And is there surfing? But we are at the end, and part of it is that one day a faction of us woke up and went, "Oh my God, we're horrible people," and it's infected the rest of the country on some level. The president of the United States, I think, in his private moments, goes into his closet where no one else and talks to Michelle and goes, we're the worst people ever.
Yeah, we're really bad.
We're fucking trying to install governments in places that they don't. Why are we? You know what I mean?
And I think he must feel like he's like when Ashton Kutcher replaced Charlie Sheen. Like he just feels like, why am I in charge now?
Why now?
This used to be a
go
good
great.
show.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
gonna
right.
go great.
No, it really is the truth.
not gonna
And
get good right
And I think I think when you're watching the Republican debates and you see Rand Paul is saying shit that you go, yeah,
Paul.
that's was that
Ron Paul.
Ron Paul rather is saying things that you go, well, that's right. That's insane. Like
Yeah.
he's half wearing a tinfoil hat and half a sage.
Yeah.
Because some of the shit that he says about our
right on.
involvement over the world
Yeah.
is not only right on. It's in every
Yeah.
it's in the face of all ideologies.
Right.
It's in the face of the Democrats and the Republicans. He's just saying the shit that is
But
not.
then he says, "Let's get rid of money and replace it with penguins." You go, okay, well now you lost me. You lost me on the penguin.
I'm back in.
But do you think that
it seems like that when you drive here? Like I mean, literally when I go out of the airport, and maybe you guys see this all the time, so it washes over you. But you drive from the airport into the city here, and billboard after billboard just kind of, to me, sums up America, which is like, the first billboard is like, eat something as big as your head for $1. And then like the next billboard is, and like for $1. Like you can't, you know those ads for World Vision where they say you can feed a village for $2? That's not as much food as you can buy for $1 here, like in a bucket at a restaurant. Yeah. And then the next one is like 1 in 6 Americans is going hungry. Like, and that's every second. And then the next one's for a lap band. So it's essentially, this is like, buy all the food in the world for $1. Yeah. 1 in 6 Americans is hungry. And not just the fat people who are more hungry, but like literally
and now put
food.
A belt on your stomach or you're too fat.
Fuck! Why'd you read the first sign, you fat fuck? Well, I read the first sign. What about the second sign? People need to eat. So then I got stressed and I ate more. You're a fatty. I'm fat. Get your face cut up. Get some surgery.
Hey,
you're bad.
And that's
by the way,
what it is.
I'm tripped out by, like, when I put on weight, I feel shame. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be fat. We're not supposed to be fat. We're supposed to be in shape. And if you're out of shape and you're fat, you shouldn't feel good about it. There should be like, I don't want this to be me. I would like to be healthier.
I think ultimately, if you're really listening, your body can't fucking take it. Your bones can look. For 6 weeks ago, my cousin ate and drank himself to death. Yeah. He died at 600 fucking pounds in Montana. This kid grew up with everything. He was given $1 million as a young kid, and he went crazy and ate himself to death.
Yeah.
People are doing this all over the country. Part of the reason I tell you that story about my friend's, my aunt's boyfriend, who's a doctor, who decided not to be a general practitioner because he fucking hates people. Truly. He said, so look. No, but he said, human beings aren't even the best animal on the planet because a 16-year-old fat girl will come in and have a goddamn baby, and she's fucked herself up all kinds of ways. And whose fucking fault it is? It's hers. Now, we can argue
but she has an awesome pussy.
Well, I mean, that is the truth. No, but I'm saying that can be argued a lot of different ways. But the fact of the matter is, like, the human body wasn't meant to carry around. It's only meant to do what it can do.
That's my problem.
First off, this is the most hilarious segment we've ever done.
And I'll get back into what I was going to talk to Will about in a second. But the problem is that we are now just going, okay, so we're all just going to be giant, because we're the fattest country on earth. We are by far the fattest country. Right. So now that we're just going, okay, this is what it is, and we're accepting it, as opposed to, you need to get better, you need to try and change and better yourself. It's just like,
it does feel like in general, like, you know, like at the end of the Roman Empire, and like somebody's come into town a bit late, and everyone's like, you know, having this massive orgy, and they're all just like eating and vomiting on each other.
Yeah.
And they've kind of gone, well, this is what we do now.
Yes.
Like, and
that's exactly what it's like.
And someone else walks in and goes, is this what you're doing now?
This is what
I'm not sure
this is what you're doing.
This is not what the Chinese are doing.
This is not what the Chinese are doing.
This is not what the Chinese are
This is not what the Japanese are doing. No. And look, I go two ways with it, because I fucking, you know, you see it as a problem, and you're like, the only people that can fix it are the people that have the fucking problem. You can say what you want to them. We as a country celebrate it, and we also, the corporations, I mean, fuck, we could go into this. It's fucking, if
we're
Idiocracy.
Horrible.
All you have to do
is horrible.
All you have to do is see Mike Judge's Idiocracy.
Yeah.
It's fucking spot on, and Dax Shepard is awesome in it. It's really...
So, this is a typical TOEFOP conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You guys have two types of conversations on your show.
I'd like to hear this.
You rarely talk about your lives. You don't talk about your personal lives at all. Ours is mostly about our personal lives, and yet our shows are sort of similar, which is odd.
Well, because...
So you guys will talk about subjects that are bigger and have more meaning. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say that, but it doesn't matter the topic. All of it ends in rape and shivving.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. That is pretty true.
But then you guys have another one where you go, I'm going to try and do an Australian accent. It's going to fucking fall apart.
Brilliant. Here we go.
I'm going to switch into England, and then I'll have a Cockney, and then I'll be up in fucking Scotland.
You can't do any of those.
All right, here we go.
What I like, though, is at least you know that you can't do an Australian accent, as opposed to everybody's good friend Pat Oswald, who thinks that he is nailing it. Every time he does that accent, he sits back with this little, like, I am nailing the shit out of this. And I'm like, you're fucking not, I have a lot of love and respect for you, Pat Oswald, and I think you are a genius comedian, but you are not fucking nailing that accent.
I love it. I love it.
All right, so this is what'll happen.
Pappas.
Charlie will look at Will, and Charlie will go, all right, well,
this is just...
You're not allowed to have a cock. Okay? You can't have a cock. But so you have a choice You can either have a vagina or just a smooth,
almost like
a smooth taint. So those are your choices. You can't. There's nothing else you can put there, but you can have no cock. Your cock is gone. You're getting it replaced with either a smooth taint or a vagina. Which one would you choose?
Like for
right? That's your show.
And then there's 45 minutes of conversation.
Yes!
about the issues.
And then they talk about it, and it's very entertaining, but they make shit up, and then they talk about it for a fucking hour. And we're in here like, what happened to you? What's good? What did you do?
What's going on, man?
And they're talking about whether or not a guy should have a cock. What would you take?
So what are my options again?
A vagina, a functioning vagina,
Yep.
or just a smooth taint?
Functioning vagina. For sure.
yeah, me too.
But
You
you're
know
a
what?
guy.
Yeah, no, but I like to fuck.
You're still you.
Yeah, but if I've got my own vagina, I don't even have to go to the house.
So you're just going to finger yourself all day.
No, I'm going to store stuff in there. I'm going to see what I can fit inside myself. That's going to be a day.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's weird. So I have my own vagina because I'd pick the same as him, right? So first off,
Yeah.
there's dealing with my wife screaming and running out of the house. So
Yeah.
there's
Your
that,
wife
right?
is gone.
So now I'm living in an apartment.
Yes.
And I'm getting girls to come over with strap-ons and just fuck the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I am.
Would you-
I am.
Would you let a guy fuck you to see what it's like?
Absolutely not. Mostly because I don't want to
look
get.
at it.
I definitely
We'll look
would.
at you. We'll look at you like you're crazy.
You are crazy. You have your own vagina. Are you serious?
Because I don't want to hear his story.
What? Like, you're going to buy a car and not take it at a third? Like, seriously, man. You have your own vagina. What? There is nothing on earth I am not going to stick into that thing.
Dude,
nothing on earth. Like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life like the littlest hobo going town to town,
Oh, that's
sticking things
fantastic.
in my vagina.
I'm-
and maybe getting people to guess what's in there.
I'm only
as
gonna-
like some fun.
I'm only going to use the flight simulator, dude. I can't do it. I'm only using the flight simulator. I'm just
Shut
gonna-
up.
I'm
That is
I'm going
ridiculous.
smooth.
Maybe
Yeah, I'm going smooth. I'm not getting the vagina.
Maybe
What is that about?
maybe a smoking tranny. Maybe I'd do a smoking tranny.
Smoking tranny? You
Yeah,
let a tranny?
and by that I mean one that smokes a lot of cigarettes,
literally.
packs them down. Packs
not
them
actually
down.
smoking.
Just out packing,
like,
this,
not a
packing
tranny
it down.
that you set on fire and then you just put out.
Oh, I
so
like
she's
that
still
too.
Smoking.
I didn't know that was anything. I like that too. I like the cinders. I like to fuck the cinders of a burning tranny. By the way, did you? Where have we gone? Oh my God, we're here again. We went to the.
Oh, it hurts.
We're at the bottom. I didn't know where this conversation was going. We were fucking yelling at fat people for no reason, and now we are fucking the cinders of a burning
This is
tranny.
the ultimate merging of Tofop and blocking the room.
Amazing.
It's
I
horrible.
wish Charlie was here. You know, if Charlie was here, we'd all just fuck him.
Oh, yeah. I think Charlie would take the vagina. I think Charlie might take a vagina anyway.
I'm not sure that I would let Charlie fuck me.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like that
You're
would be
you're
weird.
But if he's like,
Like, you know
look,
what I mean? 'Cause
what
we
if you're
work
drinking
together.
one night? What if you're drinking one night and then he's like, you know, I haven't had sex in a while. You've got one. Just let me have at it for a while.
Okay, now you have a vagina.
Yeah.
You're gonna get fucked by the dude.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Yeah, I am. There you go. So, yeah, okay. See, now you understand how Tofop works. This is how our podcast works. See how much fun it
We
is?
can use it. No, I love it. And I do. You know what? We have not done hypotheticals that much here, and I really do kind of like it's a dude.
That's a tough one because I don't think I'd like a manly man. I wouldn't like something hairy. I wouldn't like a hairy man.
So you wouldn't like a 1963 Sean Connery just fucking
No.
wailing you.
No, that's a little bit too much. And he, I think he'd stare you in the eyes and go, "You don't like that?"
Yeah, you'd have to look at his tattoo on his forearm. It's hard.
What's his tattoo?
Well, because he's got it down your throat. What? Again, I've taken this. But I just want to say, I'm saying this to my adult daughters who are listening to this now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Daddy,
sorry, guys.
when Daddy died, he did not know that you would be listening to this alone in a room crying.
Look, I didn't know
that's-
that months from now we'd be thrown out of our house. And that I'd have to kill myself for the insurance money in a very Willie Loman way. But I
Lead
apologize.
singer of the Afghan Wigs.
Fat Greg Dooley?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Fat Greg Dooley.
you've just gone for someone who's available. You've gone for someone. You've gone for someone who'd do it.
You picked out the lame sheep in the herd, man.
Yeah, fucking semi-rock star. He didn't really work out. Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Let him fuck me. What the hell?
Right, so you've kind of tried to pick a guy who you're not going to feel intimidated by? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah.
You've gone for a guy who's not out of your league.
Yeah. Or that
In this hypothetical situation, you've gone for a guy who's not out of your league.
and I can put him down while it's happening. How'd the Afghans' wig work? How'd that work out with the wigs? Huh?
What about him just on top of you, pounding away, thinking to himself, what the fuck happened to me? I was on MTV. What happened to the dream? And he's just pounding away and he's crying. He's crying into your mouth. I mean, it's so sad. He doesn't know what he did wrong. And now he's fucking the dude from the podcast.
You know what? You're right. It is worse for him.
Right?
His life has worked out worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, oh.
I know. See, I let him go, and he thinks he's having a good time, and then I go, look at me in the eyes. Who's got it worse right now? And then it hits him, and then he just starts weeping.
The only thing that would make that better is if at the point of orgasm you yelled out, I'm a pirate.
I'm a pirate. Wait, who would you let fuck you?
Well, I have to, probably just a fucking, like a Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yeah.
He is so on the Robert Downey.
I was at a dinner with him
Yeah, it was a
while
great
ago,
story.
and it was just a fucking great life. I apologize. I'd like to bring my great life in here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Relatable. That's what he likes about it.
It was a
Relatable.
fucking meeting of handsome men, and we were all there, and
And you were there.
They like to invite one along. It's like dinner for idiots. They all invite one along. They all think they're one of the handsome men. All the other guys laugh.
I'm the handsome one, right? No, sorry, podcast.
Thinks he's an author.
You're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Who do you got?
Easy. And I was a bit like you. I want someone who's got a little bit of masculinity,
Right.
but not too much for me.
intimidating,
I want a
yeah.
little bit of a girly man as well.
Yeah.
I want somebody who's really going to commit to it. I want someone who's handsome. It was easy. Came straight to my
Me?
mind. Ryan Gosling. Without a doubt, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's cool. He's handsome, but he's he
You can
kind
talk
of.
to him while it's happening. I
Yeah.
love the elevator scene and Drive.
Yeah.
You could, yeah, hit me harder. You know when you fucking
Turn
put
my
your
head
finger-
into juice. Turn my head into juice. Turn my head into juice. Worse than our show. Worse than our show. Worse than our show. We've taken this thing to a fucking level, dude. This segment, in the mid-step, we were in a fucking, the cinders of a tranny we were fucking, and then we just brought it down.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All three of us had vaginas. We
well.
fucked film stars, and you fucked Greg Dooley.
Why
Greg
not?
fucking Dooley. You whisper into his ears, they still have none that's over. Hey, do you like the Foo Fighters? Let him know what it's like to not be in a hit band. What's happening? Oh, those guys are on the radio a lot. Get off me. Get off me. We're done. Get off me. We're done.
I really thought Black Love would be a better album that would really take off. Oh, you're really good. That's right. Do it harder, buddy.
And then Larry Omaha comes in the room and goes, you got to leave now, bro. He's just there. He's your valet. When you in the scenario, when you have a vagina, you also get a valet. Yours is Larry Omaha. That's the way it is.
All right, we'll be right back. I want to apologize to Greg Dooley, and welcome back to Walking Bird.
I don't want to apologize to him.
He's probably happy to be
That
mentioned.
fucking actually,
True,
let's
true.
plug that fucking the Afghan Wigs Gentleman album is one of the most stellar albums.
I love
that came
all
out of
their.
that.
I actually
But
love
that
Black
one is-
Love, and I love the EP they did. What Jail's Like.
Yeah, they're. I mean,
Fantastic.
they were a great fucking band.
Yeah.
Get it, put it on, think of him fucking Dave.
You won't
Yeah, when
be
you
there.
listen to it, try to picture me laying prone, looking up, crying while Greg Dooley
Fucks
fucks
your-
me and smokes a
and
cigarette.
it's a horrible unshaved bush, and you know this.
Yeah, no, I have a terrible unshaved bush. Or does Dooley.
No, you both.
We both do.
Yeah, you guys actually have to push away to fucking separate because you're like Velcro strips. God. How did I become the dirtiest, worst person
I don't
alive?
know. You're worse than me now.
I'm worse than everybody now.
Yeah.
Listen, dude. You know, I have. I will go and look at our reviews on my phone because it lists them in order of when they were just recently put on. You know, like when
Right, they're in order of when they.
as soon as somebody writes them, they're there.
Yeah.
They're in chronological order. And so occasionally I'll go and look at the reviews. They're always very kind. And by the way, the people who write the reviews, keep writing the iTunes reviews. It helps us.
Yeah.
And people write some spectacular stuff. They're actually worth going and reading. Some of them, they're little short stories and they're fantastic. Anyway, I look at it and I put the phone down and I forget about it. And apparently I touched start the show. So it's 2 episodes ago. No, it's the Patton episode. And I'm at the breakfast table with my kids. And we started off the last one going, I got my dick out, you got your dick out, he's got his dick out, 3 dicks in a row, and I can't
I
fucking
love
shut
how you
the...
said we started the last one as if we were a part of that.
I know.
As if it wasn't just you being a dumb
But
asshole.
it's like I've tried really hard to protect my daughter from, and my daughters and my wife even to a certain
by
degree.
screaming about cocks in a closet in your house.
Well, they're usually out. But I couldn't. It literally, and I don't know.
What's worse, by the way, that they think you do a podcast or that you just come in here and scream cocks?
It's all a giant bag of burning horse shit. I mean, my career is so fucking stupid, and it hasn't gotten better. Like there's no funny thing. Like, for a couple years he was in the closet. It's like, no, that was the last thing he did before the end. So he.
We're just gonna
so it
release
just
gas
goes.
in
It
here
just
one
goes.
day.
It just.
Just put him out of his misery.
Release gas. I'll just fucking,
Euthanasia. No, Greg, you go in and start alone. We just lock it and
like that. I'd actually be happy. Oh, sweet relief, and I just drop to the floor. I'd miss my kids graduating from college, but they won't get to go to college unless they have a different dad.
Yeah, they'll be better.
They'll need a better dad.
America could really land a great.
Yeah, she's
a great
super hot.
rich
She's
guy.
got great taste.
Yeah.
This will be just a weird, funny anecdote in their
Yep.
story.
Yep.
So so anyway, I'm just walking upstairs and the whole thing. She's going, and I couldn't turn I didn't know how to get it to stop playing. I got my
you're
dicks
an
out.
Idiot. You didn't know. That's the thing. But why don't you just hit mute or something? Is there a mute button
But
on your phone?
you'll understand this when Finn is a little older. They just become Velcro for sound. They just so they want.
Oh, no, dude, he already does that.
Who's got their dicks out?
Yep.
Why do they have their dicks
Yep.
out? What is a dick? Whose
Yep.
dick is out? What does that mean? My Amir's just fucking fuming at me, and I can't get the fucking phone to go off. And it's so hard to make the transition from this thing that we do that I actually feel very comfortable in to being a dad, because this is being a 14-year-old boy.
Can I tell you a similar story?
Yeah.
This morning, Finn is sitting on my lap, and I had the computer on, and so he starts banging away on it, and I usually just let him go because it's fascinating the shit that he can do with the computer because he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's just pulling up all this shit. I'm like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. He's fucking banging away. And then all of a sudden the computer goes, we got our dicks out. I swear to fucking God. He turned on iTunes. He found that motherfucking podcast and it started up. Like, he just happened to hit the right combo and he fired up that fucking song. And I'm like, what? Because now he's the kid. If you say something, he's going to repeat it. If you say dick, he's going to go, dick? Like, that's where he's at.
What would have made me really happy is if he looked up at you and you looked at him and there was a moment of silence and he said this and you're like, what? And he goes, this is why you don't have a career. And then he gets off your lap.
It shits in his
It
diaper.
just goes down. It's so hard to maintain.
What if he shit in his diaper and took it off and held it out to me and went, you, you, Dad, you.
It's just so sad. It's totally sad. So
And then he said, I'm not speaking literally. This is a metaphor.
you dumb. I figure you probably don't even know what that is, you dumb son of a bitch. You dumb. And then his last thing is he throws the shit on the floor, looks at you, and goes, Greg Dooley. Just walks down the hall. Even he can't believe how low you would go. So we're at a Christmas tree lot.
Did they ask questions? Did they actually ask
Yeah,
questions?
they asked me questions. What's that? What was that? Who was that? Was that Greg and Dave? Was that the thing? Was that Butterpants? What is that? Because they called you Butterpants.
Yeah.
And
It's from a long time ago on stage. I called the guy Butterpants on the stage, and then it became
became a thing, and now you are Butterpants.
yeah.
And,
There's this guy in front row, and he's heckling me, and I just said pipe down Butterpants, and then that was it. Off and running.
But yeah, no, they're actually smarter, better people than I will ever be already.
No, absolutely. They're much smarter than you.
But I have this moments where no, I mean, not even gonna argue with it. I mean, I don't. There's no reason for me to. I don't even want to. You know what I mean? Like
No,
I kind of
hear
love
you.
it.
I
I
know.
kind of love it.
Yeah,
I get to live at my level
Clowns
here.
do.
We got to get a Christmas tree, and have you been in a situation?
Is Australia a Christmas tree? Do you guys go out and get Christmas?
Do we have
trees and all that?
Christmas? Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean,
do you have Christmas
is
there?
it like
Is
here
that
where
what
you
you're
go
saying?
to a lot and you do the fucking tree thing?
I mean,
and
like
is it like that?
like you were saying earlier, is your observation like America Christmas is the fuck
fucking
out of
ridiculous.
it. I mean,
Yeah,
we start in July.
you do everything the fuck out of it. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like I was here for the first time I ever went to Thanksgiving here. I was like, what do you have against turkeys? Do you hate them? Is there some sort of turkey
No,
holocaust?
almost died.
Like we must kill every
all.
turkey except for 2.
Everyone.
Then we'll breed them for another year, and then
Yeah.
we'll kill them all again.
That's right.
And you're like that with Christmas as well. You're like, no, we must kill trees and we must.
Oh, we
put
don't
them
even
in our
just kill them; we
houses.
fucking stuff them.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh, are you dead? Ugh! here's this.
Yours
Here's
is
that.
flocked. You guys got yours. Okay.
Well, now we're talking about the Christmas tree. It's flocked. Yes. I don't like God's colors. I don't need green when I can do mine in baby metal flake blue.
See, he's an American.
Yeah.
Right? That side of it's a little American and a little fruity, to be honest with you. A baby metal flake blue Christmas tree is a little, and I made the decision. Nobody else did. So we go to get said tree, and we go to this Christmas tree lot, and it's the only place that flocks, but their trees are shit. So we leave. We go and we leave, and we come back the next day because we realize we can't find another place.
It's the only place that flocks?
Around here without having to
yeah.
fucking take a trek out, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, maybe I'm the only person in the room. Well, I'm clearly the only person in the room, but maybe I'm the only person listening to this podcast who doesn't know what flocked is. What does that mean?
Flocked is when you
Dude,
put
it's so fucking stupid. Go ahead.
Whoa. Let's not come that way. Let's not go that way with this. Let's not go that way with this. It's when the trees are white or red. You know, when they put flocking on it, like so they make it look like there's snow on it.
Right.
Right. They flock them so that they're.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No, I can't.
Well, you
also,
don't-
you're
you
in the
don't have
summertime.
snow.
It's the middle of summer, so why
Yeah,
the fuck
you
would
guys-
you?
yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
I always wanted one when I was a kid. My dad would rightfully go no,
Right. Yeah, fair enough.
and then he'd spend that money on whiskey.
Right.
So
Oh. Would this make you happy? No. Save that one. For
if I do that, then I might not scream at the umpire at your game and get kicked out. What? Yeah, it makes sense.
You better if I can remember that for tomorrow night or tonight. So anyway, so we go to get this tree, and we finally decided, look, we'll just go get it. And the guy recognizes us from being there the other day, and he's cross-eyed and he's strange, and he leans into me and he goes, "Is he a pirate?" He goes, "I wish he was." It's Greg Dooley. So Dooley says, hasn't been good. So Dooley leans in and he says, yeah, you guys were here the other day. I thought I scared you off. I don't want to go, you fucking did, dude. You're looking at me twice. Like, I don't know what's happening. Both
Oh my
eyes are
God,
all over the
a
place.
walleye meets a cross-eye.
Right, a walleye meets a
lot.
cross-eye. So anyway, he goes, I got a tree for you. So he goes in the back and he pulls out this tree and he opens it. So it's brand new, newly cut down, whatever. I go, oh, that looks fine. We'll take it. Let's just get this thing over with. So I say, he takes over to the guy who runs the whole thing, and the guy says, fantastic, how do you want it? I said, I would like to have it light blue and delivered. And the guy goes, fantastic, light blue delivered to your house. Yes, okay, perfect. I go over to pay for it. And I pay the woman, and I say, don't you want my address? She goes, why would I want your address? So she starts off like that. And I said, because it's going to be delivered. She goes, no, it's not going to be delivered. And I said,
What?
So, yeah. So this is the thing. Now I'm in front of my daughter, and this woman is mean, and she's heavy, and it's hot out, and I know she's chafing, and I get it.
Can you
I
hear
get
it?
it. I get it. I can smell it almost. So she says, I said, no, I asked for it delivered. No, you didn't ask for it to be delivered. Because you know what? I would know. Because I know him, and I know what he writes down on his cards, and you didn't ask for it to be delivered. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I want it to be delivered.
And I'm still
she's like-
here.
And so she goes, well, just a second. So she goes over and talks to the guy. She goes over to the guy and talks to him, gets confirmation that she's wrong. She goes, well, I guess that's what you said. So I'm like, what is happening?
What
So
are you-
I'm like, I just want to pay for the delivery and I want to get the delivery.
Did you
So she
go
goes,
there in a blackout previously and have a fight with her, and now
I
you're back?
don't know what happened. I
Maybe
don't
she
know
was
if we-
offended because you guys came and looked at the tree and then you left.
Maybe I fucked her in high school. The point is, I don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
So I say to her, now True's there. And so then she now I say, well, I just want it delivered. She goes, well, give me your address. I was like, okay.
Well, we're back
So-
where we started.
So she throws down a piece of paper and I write my address. She goes, what is that? I go, it's my address. She goes, I need your address. I go, that is my address. And she goes, this is what she says. She goes, I need your address. I go, that is my address. She goes, I need to know how to get to your house. I'm like, that's the address. She goes, the directions to your house. It's not like we all have GPS. So I was like, what about fucking... I was
So are
like,
you talking about someone in a delivery business doesn't have GPS? I understand that someone who stays in the same place all the time and doesn't need to know addresses.
what
but
about pre-2002 when they had maps? Like, do you have, like... She
what
goes,
am I meant to do? Am I meant to leave a trail of breadcrumbs on the way home as we
God.
drive home?
And so I'm like, well, all right. I'm like, do you, I just need this to get to my house. Like, she goes, just write it down, the directions to get to your house. I was like, okay. She goes, we're not from here.
Where are you from, Cuntville?
So,
like,
I'll-
what just fucking happened?
So, now True's there. So all I'm doing is I'm just ingesting this. I'm ingesting this because all I want to do is,
are
all
you
I want to say is,
furious? Like I would want to fucking.
I'm
I
sweating.
would want to pick up the tree
I'm
and
sweating.
ram it through her
the words,
fucking torso.
now I'm going to make this really clear. I've never said these words to anybody. I would never say them to anybody. I didn't say this to this woman. I don't believe these things, but the words fat and cunt are banging on my jowls.
Yeah.
They are trying to get out of my mouth.
Yeah.
You fat. I'm trying to think of the meanest thing I can say
Yeah.
because she's embarrassing me in front of my kid.
Yeah.
She's being completely, I mean, True actually kind of goes, the directions to the house, you asked for the address. And she goes, well, I need the direct. I was like, oh my God, it was insane. It was insane. And then this other woman came over and asked something and she got in a fight with her over there. But I had that thing of like, what would, like, True
would
watched that. She watched me get kind of stepped on.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What would I do?
yeah.
You want to know what I would do?
Well, no, because,
This is-
no,
this
what
is
would
the
you, no, but
extreme
what would you have done?
I go through the transaction.
Would you have had a vagina?
No. I go through the transaction. We all get in the car. I go, oh, I forgot something. I get out of the car.
Oh, fuck, this is my play.
I walk over and I go, listen, you can get mad all you want, but you don't ever fucking talk to me like that, and you don't talk to me like that in front of my fucking kid, you cunt. Oh my God. Now get the fucking tree to my house and shut your goddamn mouth because you're in a fucking customer service business. Leave or don't. I don't give a shit where you're from. I did not deserve any of that. And that's what it's like to be on the other end. Bye.
Fuck, that is awesome. Let's
That's
go
what
back
you do.
tomorrow.
Whereas I feel like
Oh.
I would feel like I deserved it for doing something that stupid to a tree. You know?
Well played, Will Anderson.
got it.
Well
I
played.
gotta admit, when I grew up, I
Fuck, I
wanted
see
it.
him. Did you see
but-
him holding it in his hand?
No.
I didn't see that
That's
at all.
what he does. That's
like
what this
you fucking
motherfucker
just
does.
you laid down. What you just did was you laid down.
I brought the heat.
Right? What did you put down? You had like
Heat.
four of a kind, and he
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
just hit us with a full house.
Yeah.
Or a run or a straight or whatever. I don't know. I'm too gay to understand what idiot that's all about. He had a pair of twos.
He had a pair of twos.
God damn it,
I'm
though.
good in those moments.
I love
That's my
that.
thing. Is I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good in those moments.
That's
Like,
what I-
I know
that's what I
exactly
thought.
what I'm gonna
That's
do.
what I thought.
I don't have the. I never get the odd panic and thoughts swirling around my head. My thought is always like it's like you like those moments in movies where some guy goes, just think of it, just fucking remember that thing, and then everything goes very quiet. You know, and then they know how to do that one move and knock the guy out, like, you know, those moments,
Right.
Where they drop the sound and then the guy decks the guy. That when I'm in arguments like that,
everything you
that's
just said,
exactly
everything you just said made
how I
perfect sense to me.
feel.
I'm like, that's all I had to do. I had to take her to the back of the car
Yeah.
and go back and very calmly go, you can't talk like that to me, and you can't do it in front of my kids, you fat fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know, and I would have loved it. I mean, that's a scene in a movie, but
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was trying really
No,
hard. to
because
not-
most people weren't
But I don't wanna
raised by an insane alcoholic and an absent mother and in chaos and people fighting all the time. So that's my zone. I go into my zone.
Is
my
this
fucking
not?
place.
Is this not a show? Is this not something you could like? Could this not be your show where people who cannot confront people like ask you to go and do it on their behalf?
That would be
Do
fucking
you know what I mean? Like, and
stellar.
they just film it. Like,
yeah.
so-
I'd be really
and
good at it.
You could be the guy.
I'd be really good at it. Yeah.
I mean, that should just be our. I should
Yeah.
just call you every time I have a problem. And fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, that is no, but really, like to be able to go to say those right things to somebody. I mean, I think sometimes when the anger's not directed at me, like I have a great time sticking up for other people. I heard a great story about Lenny Kravitz the other day, though. By the way, and you don't hear those that often. A friend of mine was making Lenny Kravitz's. I was at a friend's house, and he had my buddy that I go running with, the guy that has Parkinson's, and he's been around. He's a producer of rock videos for years, and he has a lot of Grammys and Moon Men in his house,
And peacocks.
and peacocks,
And
and medicine
flamingos.
for his Parkinson's. Asshole. So he.
I was just trying to make him a little more flamboyant. He has six
He's
white
maybe
tigers.
one of the most interesting people I've ever met. So anyway, years ago,
His
he
bed
made
is a
he made
cloud.
he made Lenny Kravitz's first video, "Let Love Rule," and they're making the "Let Love Rule" video, and Lenny's barefoot and,
Fuck yeah, he is.
as Patton says, in a bamboo vest or something. And they're up in the offices, they're in between shots, and they look down, and there's a guy stealing shit from the van. So Billy runs and he gets in the elevator and he goes down the street and he runs after this guy and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And the guy shuts the van doors and starts running off, and Billy goes, and all of a sudden he hears from behind him the sound of bare feet on the like an Indian, like an American Indian, the patter of bare feet
They have
on the
shoes.
street. And as Billy grabs the guy, as
That's so racist.
American
I
Indians
just-
have shoes.
I just mean in historical
Back
context.
in the days, but when they
Yeah.
didn't have moccasins before.
also because
Pre-moccasins.
because Lenny loves to dress like
He
an
does.
old time American Indian
does.
or Jimi Hendrix. But he hears the padding of bare. He hears the fucking pat 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 of bare feet, and then he turns around to see Lenny, and he's holding him. And Mr. Let Love Rule just comes across with a strong
Let the
right.
fist rule?
Just fucking just
love it.
creams the
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, and I was like, that's a bro.
That is a bro.
He's a fucking bro. Like for all of his "Let's be peaceful," and I'm wearing a '70s thing, and let's all just jam some love. He'll fucking knock a dude out.
I heard I want to hear another great celebrity story?
I love a grit.
So, a while back, recently I watched the movie Stander, which is a movie about South African bank robber, and Thomas Jane was the big star, and it was like his big breakout thing. Mm-hmm. And I watched it, and I was like, how did this guy not become a huge fucking star after that? Like, he's awesome in it. And then somebody, and I told someone, they go, oh, he likes the sauce. He enjoys,
Allegedly.
he allegedly enjoys
drinks
dipping in the
himself
sauce.
into
Yeah, and so and I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. And then I was talking to somebody, and last week he did some event where he had to show up, and the guy was like, oh, and then Thomas Jane was there. He just came in totally professional, just like went in, knocked it out, and then left. And I go, really? I go, that's fascinating because I've heard this about him that he allegedly enjoys the sauce. He goes, oh yeah, he didn't have shoes on.
He didn't take them off. He showed up without them, right?
He got out of the limo without shoes, walked up to the podium, knocked it out of the park, then went back in the limo, no shoes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Just did some barefoot drinking.
Will, thank you for joining us for this podcast of what's it called? Walking the Room?
Yes,
Are
that
you-
is the
are
name
you
of the
looking for something? No. It looked like
a
you were
way
looking
out.
for something.
I was looking for a way out.
We don't need a way out. We just fucking end it.
No, I mean out of the whole fucking podcast, out of the whole thing.
That is all happening. It's just slower than you can see. Please go to the Hot Dog Thunderdome and join up. We've
fixed it up.
redesigned it because I know it was a little chaotic.
Look,
we've
here's the thing.
redone it.
Here's
It
the
looks a
thing.
little more good.
We're redoing something that's never existed before. We don't know completely what it is, but we tried to create a place where, ultimately, look, we don't want you to. If you want to stay on the Facebook page, you can also stay on the Facebook page. You can go anywhere, wherever you want. We just want to make sure that you guys have shit to do. Some of the go in there and post a story, put a video up. Get the phone. If you're there and the phone starts ringing, pick it up. Grab the phone. It's ringing now. That's the Hot Dog Thunderdome calling you to tell you to leave your short stories, your videos, your podcasts, any of that stuff. Be a part of the community.
Yeah,
Dave and
yeah,
I did a live chat in there the other night. It was very successful according to Hollywood Deadline, Deadline Hollywood rather. So we're gonna do it again
in a month or so.
in a month or so. Yeah.
You can also
March
follow us
10th.
on Twitter at Dave Anthony. Greg is at Rip Like Jesus. There's also at Walking the Room and Hot Dog HD Thunderdome.
Yes, and then March
Locking in
10th,
quotes.
we're Brooklyn. We're going to be in San Francisco doing a live podcast. Those tickets are for Sketchfest.
February
February 2nd. Dave will be on the Bring the Rock show February 4th, which will be up at Cobb's, which will also include, at this point, Maria Bamford and Todd Barry.
And I'm doing some storytelling show on February 3rd, but I got to remember what that is.
Yeah. Tofop.
Yeah.
Fucking get on some
actually,
Tofop. If you're not
Enjoy the
listening to
Tofop.
it, it's the fucking best.
I've also started my own thing. It's not Hot Dog Thunderdome, it's just Thunderdome, and it's like that movie Mad Max. Just two people go in and fight, and then one comes out. So I'm just
Where's
doing that
that happening?
privately, just like around the place. So just ring, message me on Twitter.
It's his kitchen right
Just
now.
message me on. I'm just organising it
I love it.
on days off.
Glitter done.
try again.